What's going on, people? It's your boy. Get ready with me as I know my first gig. Shout out to my big sis for taking the time to drive, go out her way to drive. I got my tables, my controllers, my chords. That's today's fit. So today's team is like a 90s event kind of thing, 90s outfits. That's the MC right there. Shout out to her. That's my fit. A little fitted, red pants. I think I look real 90s kind of vibe. So the event starts. It's pretty chill. Just playing some warm up 80s music for the time. No one's here yet. But sooner than later. Just catching the vibes, good vibes. People start to show up. And big shout out to my brother for pulling up, for the support. I just want to say that none of this could have been possible without the support of my family. Here we go. Here we got the honor, guest of honor. Hopefully I'm saying that right. But it's the guest's birthday. It's a birthday kind of event. Everyone's showing him his love. Big surprise. Things are good. He's so shocked. Good energy, good vibes. Yes, sir. The event goes on, I start, rolling some hip hop, They have a show in there, basically it was a whole experience, I enjoyed myself, everyone else enjoyed themselves, We guest of honors, how he used to rap back in the days, we playing his tunes, we getting them hype, good vibes, good energy. It's a quality day, quality kind of day, Real energy, real vibes. Cake, shout out to the person that does the cakes. She does a really good job. This was a beautiful cake, beautiful design of him as a baby, the growth. This is quality. We sang the guest of honor, happy birthday. All his family's there. I had multiple POVs. We had to keep the shuffle going, everybody doing the dance. Even I got on the dance floor, started doing a little bit of moves here, a little bit of dancing, a little bit of kicking, a little bit of kind of vibes, Good energy, Had to play a little bit of dance hall for the people, And then I had my good vibes playing. I had my, I had to play the respectfully. I had to play the soca. What's me without soca, right? And with the soca, we had the energy. The people were doing their thing, So, good vibes, good energy, man. When soca come on, there's always a vibe. A real good time, real good vibes, real good music, real good energy. Went very, very well. And after that, I kind of toned it down with a little bit of compa, The guest was Haitian, I had to make sure her culture was played. So good vibes, good energy, man. That's really how the day went. She was so happy. And shout out to my designated driver for, taking me back, A little drinks or a little bit of vibes. So, safety getting back home is always the way.